afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday afternoon and for a change I'm doing some filming on a Sunday. It's not something I've done in the last few weeks really, as Sundays are normally I've been spending uploading the week before's footage for the channel. So a couple of small things really in the last day or so. The engine top mount, it's been blasted, primed and now painted, so it's nicely finished. The slam panel has been fully stripped, paint stripped down. Next job on this, rust treatment. I'll give that 24 hours. Once that's done and dusted, done its job. And the underside is great. There's no rust bubbles or anything. It's remarkable. It was obviously covered in oily mist and crap really. So yeah, so that's the next thing on the agenda. And then for the rest of the week I've got things like this pulley to do, clean, rust treat, prime, paint. The pulley will be going black. I'll be using the alu glaze stuff for this. Paint it on, leave it to do its thing. Once I've scrubbed it down and cleaned it. Yesterday these had a white spirit bath. They've been cleaned, degreased now. It's just a case of giving them a good scrub with a brush and again giving them a healthy dose of alu glaze. I haven't started on the throttle body's manifold yet. That's again another job for this week. And that at the minute I'm having issues finding some bits, but at the minute it's the only alternative as things are looking is to buy the cam belt kit from Pug One Off. So they've found bits, alternative bits that work, genuine Peugeot bits. So it's looking like the only option on the table at the minute. However, I'm doing some more investigative work to try and find out what else works. So I quite enjoy the challenge. So that's the status with that. Engine block still looking really good. Really happy with the alu glaze stuff. Yeah, no, it's going all right. I got a touch base with Colin, Colin Williams, the chap who's painting the 205. Got up with him night before last. All the consumables, all the paints, preparation equipment, everything have been ordered. So hopefully by Thursday this week the whole car will be in primer, and the aim is for the next video is to go to Colin's place, have a look at the car, and just do a little piece on that really. So I'll catch you in a minute. I've got some more bits to show you. Welcome back. Rust treatment's now being applied on the slam panel, doing its job nicely. So I've cleaned the alternator, given it a bit of a quick makeover. It's been treated with lace glaze alu brights. This stuff been recommended to me. I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. Fairly skeptical at the best of times, and I thought, we'll see how it goes. I've been really impressed by it, and it's a couple of days past since I used it last on the engine block. Still looking really good. Today I've given the engine mount and alternator support mount a good clean and soaking in alu bright. As you can see, it's really shiny. Yeah, really happy with that. So our next plan really with the engine is to take the tensioners off, cam belt, check what the the water pump is like, and just give it a good clean around the side. Once I do that, I'm going to give this prime and paint it black again. This end of the engine is going to get just a bit of a wipe really. It's not too bad, at all. And the oil pressure switch, I'm going to give that a coat of paint. This is obviously already had a good clean as it stands, so that'll be good. And the oil cooler housing, I will also give that a good clean, and of course change the oil and filter before it goes back into the car. But yeah, all together, not a bad bit of work for a Sunday. Right, okay, that's it for today. I'll catch up with you in the next bit. Good afternoon everyone, welcome back, and it's Monday afternoon, or late on afternoon, and I've just been doing a bit of cleaning, really clean the cam belt side of the engine. It's come up really well, quite happy with it. Nice and shiny. I removed the cam belt, both tensioners, just to make some room, and also to try and see whether I could find a part number on the actual belt. Nothing doing with the belt, it's all pretty worn. Tensioner wise, might have struck it lucky, I'm not sure. If we look, it's probably pretty hard to see there, but on the rim of the tensioner, there's an INA number, and of course they're prevalent manufacturers of bearings, and especially cam belt kit, the tensioners. So I'll contact INA, see if they can identify the parts, whether they still make them or is an alternative means of getting them separately. I'm also this evening going to get in touch with a mate of mine who works he's a parts manager at the local Peugeot dealership, to also have a look at these tensioners to see what else they use them on, because they'll have bound to have been using on something else, and also the belt. So the plan is I can get a Peugeot part number for the belt, cross-reference the number from that to hopefully get an accurate Gates part number for it, and even an alternative Peugeot fitment for it. So yeah, quite a lot of work to do on that to find things to fit properly. I don't want to take any chances with it, as you know, this guy, it's not just going to be a road car, it's going to be, you know, an occasional track car as well. So yeah, it's all happening. I've made a start on stripping the magnesium top. Come along pretty well actually. I've done a little bit in there. I had the plug ports bunged up. So what I'm going to be doing later on in the week is taking this off, put it on the bench once I've made some more room, because as it is, there's not much room in there because there's a bit of chaos. I've also today painted the rear engine mount, the water manifold on the back of the engine. Just had a nice coat of black paint. I've tidied up and painted the oil pressure switch. I've degreased the oil cooler housing. I'm going to give that a coat of primer and give it a nice coat of paint, and just see how that comes up really. Other bits, I just treated the front panel, so that's done now. Everything, it's all dried, it's all set, so that needs flatting down, and a nice coat of high build. Let that settle for a day or so, see how it looks, and if I'm not happy I might give it another coat, a flat and another coat, but of course this will be going satin black, it'll be a bit of a contrast to the Nardo grey, or at least that's what I'm thinking. I don't want it all Nardo grey into the bonnet. At least that's the mindset at the minute. So I've changed my mind about splitting the ITBs from the manifold. I'm gonna split them so I can clean the manifold properly. At least I'll try cleaning them first, but it looks like I'll probably have to split them. So it shouldn't be an issue with the linkage. It's all been set. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, I'll see how that goes, and the rest of it. But yeah, messy, but plenty going on. Finished the alternator yesterday. That got cleaned, so that's all done and dusted. Top mount and the alternator / top engine mount assembly. By the way, the cam belt covers are also been cleaned, the lower and the main cover. So it's a bit of a weird thing on this. As you can probably see, that's the plastic casting. It's almost like a mixed kind of plastic. You can see how it goes in. Actually, you can see where it's been formed. So I'm tempted to give it a coat of paint, but I'm not sure yet. The last thing I want is it flaking off, because it'll be a really difficult thing then to get to take her off. Well, not difficult, but it'll be a bit of a faff. But yeah, going back to the engine, I'll be just finishing cleaning this. Actually, this is going to get a nice coat of black paint, so that'll be painted black soon. That's pretty much it. Good evening, welcome back. Now it's Tuesday evening, and I've just started the laborious task of stripping down the excessively hard black finishing on this rocker cover. So yeah, that's what's happening at the minute. Yesterday I did some more bits, and a little bit more this afternoon before I decided to tackle the rocker cover job. Basically, I've just fitted the alternator bracket, and I just a bracket and alternator back on for now. All the housings finished, been painted. Well, pressure switch was painted as I showed you last time. Dipstick tube. I fitted the reducer tube onto the breathers. All new Jubilee clips on there. So the plan is to have a bracket coming from here to hold this in place. I'm not quite sure where it's going to go yet, because we've got the starter obviously lying here. New cap bolts, stainless steel A270s for the inlet manifold, with spring, stainless steel spring washers and flat washers. Took the top off, had a look. It's all looking really nice and healthy in here. No obvious issues. The spray bar looks in good condition. Just happy with the top. Yeah, chuffed. I've cleaned the this end of the cylinder head on the engine, and I've had some good news today. I've managed to find some 7mm by 50mm roll pins to replace the original hinge pins on the shell. Purchased those today. I've also bought a brand new rear window, a tail clip window seal. That's bought. That's on its way from France. And I've had a breakthrough with the cam belt kit. A contact of mine, I got in touch with today. He has found a Gates cam belt kit, so there's no mixing and matching of tensioners and cam belts. So he has ordered that today. There's a 95% chance that it's going to actually happen, so I'm really chuffed about that one. Once hopefully I get feedback tomorrow that the order's gone through and then it's on its way, I'm absolutely, I'll be really happy about that. Then that means I can actually finish the engine and get it ready for putting back in the shell. So that the shell, the car itself should be arriving here in 2 weeks ish time, so that gives me plenty of time to put the engine and box together and stuff prior to fitting it back in the car, because I've decided to put the engine back in the car first and go from there basically. So yeah, happy days on that. So yeah, today's been a very good day on the project. Some days aren't so good, other days are better. One of the more laborious tasks is getting all this stuff off. So in the interest of keeping my sanity, I've decided that I'm not going to go to town on the inner section here. I'll go up, strip up to this bit here, and I'll leave it at that. What I will do is dry blow the paint on here into here, because of course we've got the plastic cap that I've got stored in the drawer here. I'll be going over the top. The cam cover itself is going red. All the bolts, the fastening bolts, are in really good condition. I've cleaned them all off. I'm really quite happy with those, how they've turned out. So that's happy days on that score. I'll just put some more on this in case this starts drying, just to apply even more of it. It really is doing its job at the minute, as you can see. Yeah, just good news all round. And that's pretty much it for the minute. I will catch up with you in the next bit. Welcome back. Now then, now that the terrible job of stripping this, well, I don't think it was paint, whatever it was really glued on, but it's all done and dusted and off now. So so the next step is to high build prime the cover, degrease the actual center cover, the plug cover, lead cover, whatever you want to call it, and I give it a nice coat of satin black paint. So we'll crack on with that. I'll see you in a bit. Right then, here we go. Give this a coat paint. Sprayed it a little bit drier so we get a little bit more texture on there. Try and mimic the original finish. Putting the heat gun on it so it doesn't bloom, because it's not the warmest of days. So right, so that's that done. Quite happy with that. Happy days. Now it's where can I put this then? Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. This will do. Right, so onto the casting, onto the cam cover. So how can I? Let's do. I'm gonna bolt through there. Actually, I'll do it on this one. So if I can get a bolt through there, hold that. That should give me. That should give me. Good go actually. Right. So get the bolt in there. Making sure not to drop this, and of course, because it's magnesium, particularly brittle, so really keen not to screw this up. And of course the thread on this threaded rod is bollocks. Oh dear, that's a worry. I think that will suffice actually. It's fairly tight on there. Get this shite off it. Right, okay, so I should be able to sort that out. Right, okay, let's go to time lapse. Right then, so after the first coat of primer, I now know where I need to tidy things up a little bit. Unfortunately, this mostly the repairs need mostly to be done on the front end, so there'll be quite a bit of flatting down. But you know, once you put the primer in, it shows you where you need to be. So going to put the heat gun on this, and then that's it for this evening, I think. And I need to go and buy some red paint to paint it. So it's going to go red with the ribs and the 16 valve. They'll be going a nice nice grey colour, lardo grey, in contrast to the red on the cam cover. So it should look pretty good actually by the time it's finished. So now I know exactly what I need to do to tidy this up. So there we go. That's it for now. I'll catch up with you in the next bit. Right, welcome back again. Now I've just flatted down the slam panel, and it's had its first coat of primer. So now I know where I need to do a bit more work. So what I've done for this evening, just to keep the keep stuff off the rocker cover, there's a few bits I need to do on there to tidy up, but it looks a whole lot better now with a clean top. So I've got a little bit here to flat, a little bit round there, bit of skirmish on the casting there, which is hidden quite well with a thick coat of plastic coating or whatever it has, and just rubbing through here where the Jubilee clip was, where the pipes come up from the vacuum pipes come up from the inlet manifold and over the top. So there's a bit of scratching around here, but nothing, just a little bit around this area here. Nothing that can't be sorted out easily, and that, everyone, is pretty much it for this week. It's Wednesday, and I've got quite a lot of other things I need to be doing this week, so I'm gonna pull the pin on it at this stage and concentrate on other things. So I'm off to the NEC Classic Car Show on Saturday this week, so I'm gonna have a bit of a relaxed, feet up kind of weekend, and but yeah, thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for all those who have subscribed. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next part. Take it easy, stay safe everyone, and see you soon.